What's up guys? We are coming at you from the capital of Thailand. We are in the city of Bangkok, also known as the city that never sleeps. This place is amazing, it's busy. We've been here for a couple of days checking it out. Today we're going to be showing you some really cool things. We're going to the Grand Palace, we're going to check out a temple, we're going to be checking out some really cool weekend markets. We can't wait to show you guys around. Let's get it started.
We're gonna be starting off our video right here in Chinatown, and we thought we would have to show you guys this place because it is so interesting. And we're actually gonna come back here at the very end of the night to show you what it all looks like at nighttime, because there's tons of food stalls. It's crazy busy and lit up, but we're actually gonna be showing you the side streets today because they're so incredibly interesting, and we think that a lot of people who come here miss this spot because there's the main strip in Chinatown, but then there is the side streets just like the ones we're walking through right now, and it's incredibly interesting. So let's take a look.
About staying in interesting parts of town like this is the fact that you see really cool things. For example, we just saw a guy walking his pet turtle, and the turtle was chomping on some grass on the side of the road. It was so cute.
Like I had mentioned at the very beginning of this video, I think a lot of people do come to Chinatown when they visit Bangkok, but I don't think a lot of people come down these streets. I think they basically stay on the main street, on the strip with all the lights and the food. Everybody knows that one. But I do recommend coming in here. You could really see the way the locals are working, where they're working, the way they live, their shops, everything. It is very interesting just to have a walk around these very narrow streets where all the bikes and cars are going down. And yeah, I mean, you get to see a lot, and a lot of the shops are like automotive shops, so they're like refurbishing things. I'll show you guys right here, for example. And a lot of the shops sell like one thing by themselves, so like they'll be like refurbishing clutches or alternators, or it's all one thing, and they have like thousands of pieces and they're all working on them and refurbishing them, and it's just really cool. Because of all these automotive style shops, a lot of the streets smell a lot like grease and oil, and just like under the hood of your car, basically. If you've had a car for like 100 years, that's what the streets smell like if I would have to describe it.
Mixed with some deep fried foods.
And some deep fried foods, because there is other stuff to do as well. Like you can buy foods, there's cafes and restaurants, some really cool ones actually. You can definitely find some hidden gems around here. And yeah, fruits, you can see it's right here. This guy's selling fruits right by the shop over here. And it does get really busy during the week, but right now it is a weekend. It's Saturday, so it's not as busy. I guess a lot of people are taking some days off. All the shops are not open, but coming here during the day on a week would be ideal just to explore and check this place out.
Thailand is a kingdom, and they do have a royal family, so the first thing that we're gonna go do today is check out the Grand Palace. We made it to the Grand Palace on our trusty motorbike. We rented it for 8 days. If you do longer term rentals, you actually end up getting a discount. The bike that we have is usually 400 baht a day, but we're paying about 212 baht a day, and that is a way better deal than taking grabs everywhere, because Bangkok is a really busy city and there's constantly traffic everywhere. It takes forever to get around, and you're paying like a minimum 150 to 200 baht anywhere you're going, and you're just better off getting a motorbike if you can ride one, to just pay that for the day instead.
As we're heading towards the Grand Palace, I just wanted to give a quick recommendation related to transportation. Just like Zay was saying, Bangkok is an incredibly busy city, so renting a bike, you're gonna get around a lot faster. But I would recommend that if you're not like super comfortable on a bike, it might be a little bit too dangerous to ride around Bangkok, because like I would say at this point in our trip, we're pretty decent at riding a bike, but it still gets a little bit hairy sometimes. Traffic is absolutely insane and the bikes are weaving in and out of cars and it's very tight and it's like not beginner friendly.
Also, someone jumped out in front of us on our way here and we almost hit somebody because they were running through traffic. So like, that's something you have to be aware of. We just wanted to mention that there is a dress code when you're visiting the palace. You have to, men and women have to have their shoulders and knees covered. So Attila had to put on long pants. I'm wearing leggings and they said no tight clothing. So I had to grab my scarf and wrap that around. So beware of that when you are coming here. Also, another thing to be aware of is there's a lot of like tuk-tuk drivers trying to scam you, telling you that the palace is closed until a certain time, you can't enter, you have to go a different way, but that's longer because there's construction, and all of that was a lie. We didn't believe them. We still tried to enter, we still went the way that we were supposed to, and everything they said was a lie. They try to get you to like go on a tour with them to waste time in the meantime while the palace is closed. So just be careful. Entrance fee to get into the palace is 500 baht each, and when we got there they pulled us aside and they were really intimidated by our camera setup. I don't know if it's the microphone or the gimbal or the combination of everything together, but they made us disassemble everything, told us we're not allowed to take any videos on the camera, you can only take pictures. So we recorded everything on the iPhone, which wasn't that big of a deal for us. When you're in there, the place is so magical. It is so beautiful. They give you a free brochure that has a lot of details about the different buildings, when they were built, what king built them. It was a really cool experience, honestly. It's really beautiful in a way where there's a lot of detail with stained glass, stained porcelains, different paintings. It's just a really beautiful and gorgeous place for you guys to check out if you have time. We highly recommend it.
Yeah, like Zay was saying, when we were entering, they gave us a lot of troubles, but most people obviously will not be carrying a big camera setup like this. And even if you're just carrying a camera without no microphone or gimbal, you'll be fine. It's not a big deal. And they also made me, in writing, promise not to take any videos with the big camera. They said I could still take photos, but we did have to take everything apart and stuff like that, so we didn't really use this camera at all. But yeah, just something to keep in mind if by any chance you have like gear, like professional gear or something like that. They don't like to see that too much in there, so something to keep in mind.
So this palace has been the official residence of the King of Siam since 1782. Also, there was an exact replica model of the Temple of Angkor Wat. It was a huge piece. It was really beautiful. It was cool to see it in a replica model, knowing that we had already been there and climbed those steps. Also, the king doesn't actually live at this palace. He does go there for official ceremonies and stuff like that, but he does not reside there. That's one thing we learned today.
Next up, we are going to be checking out something that is nearby. One more place. It is called Wat Po, and they have the largest laying Buddha in all of Thailand, and it's absolutely spectacular, and we cannot wait to go there and check it out. And we hope that we don't have to take this camera apart once again, but I think they hopefully are a little bit more lenient over there. Both the Grand Palace and Wat Po are located centrally in Bangkok, and most people who come to Bangkok visit these two, and we chose to visit them as well. I actually did see these places before in 2017 when I came to Bangkok, so this is my second time at both of these locations, but Zay hasn't seen them, so we're checking them out, and they are beautiful, and there's a lot more places and things to check out in the center of the city, So once you're here, be ready for a jam-packed day because there's so much to see in the center of the city.
We had to pay to come in here. It's not included in your Grand Palace ticket. It cost us 200 baht each, and we love checking out temples. You guys know that. This place is gorgeous and the detail is amazing. Let's check it out. Wat Po is the most visited temple in Bangkok. It is central, so it's easy to get to, and it's really beautiful. You can see all the different designs and Buddha statues and regular statues, and it's a really nice place to just come and see.
As you're walking through the temple, you'll see these marble inscriptions over here on the walls. And let me just tell you guys that there is a lot of them. There's 1,360 marble inscriptions all around this place. And they are all about medical, historical, and liberal sciences. And people can come here to learn about them. And it's really cool. And there are so many, like you can see them from all over the place. They're on every single pillar. And yeah, this place is really spectacular right here. We have just made it to the reclining Buddha, but unfortunately the building itself is under construction on the outside. You can see it is all covered up, but we're heading inside thankfully, so we'll be able to see everything in there and the reclining Buddha itself, and that one is not under construction. This reclining Buddha right here is the longest reclining Buddha in all of Thailand, and it is a grand total of 46 meters. And that is crazy. It's kind of hard to imagine probably just based on seeing it on video, but in person it is massive. When you first come in, you really realize its size because you walk in from the head, and the head over there is so huge. It towers really tall, almost hitting the ceiling, and then it's just so long. It is crazy. It is very cool to see, and highly recommend coming to check this one out. Once you get to the feet of the Buddha and you look at the bottom of the Buddha's feet, there are some very beautiful imagery that's laid out in stone. I'm not sure exactly what kind of stone it is, but it is gorgeous. It kind of shines in the light and it gives off different colors, kind of like a rainbow, but I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's beautiful and it's very detailed, and we love to see it. Complimentary water at the entrance/exit of Wat Po, which we love so much right now. It is so hot out here, you guys. I'm literally dripping in sweat. But we are done checking this place out. We are gonna go check out a really popular weekend market called Chatuchak. Let's go. There are so many different temples, so many different religious sites and statues around Bangkok and around Thailand in general that you can probably have your own YouTube channel just on these things, but we decided to show you two of the most popular ones because we feel like that'll give you kind of a taste, and if that's your thing and you want to check out more, there's definitely tons more to check out. When we were talking about Bangkok traffic earlier, this is exactly what we meant, and this is actually still not bad. It's about 3:30 and it only gets worse from here on into the night. Obviously 5 p.m. and on, it is extremely busy, and you can see all of the motorcycles just weaving through the cars. So having a motorcycle really is the fastest way to get around, because with a car you're basically going to be stuck in gridlock traffic, and even going from one place to another with a Grab, sometimes it takes 50 minutes to an hour, which is crazy, and we have experienced it multiple times. But with the bike, it does decrease the speed. As you can see by the sign up there, we have made it to Chatuchak Weekend Market, and this market is the largest market in all of Thailand, and it has over 15,000 stalls. It is divided into 27 sections, and it's absolutely massive. They sell absolutely everything, and we're gonna go in there right now and explore and look around a little bit. We're entering right through this entrance over here, and as you can see right away, there's a lot of books, a lot of different magazines and stuff like that. So I guess you could say that this is the library section of the market.
This is different than any market we've ever been to. It's more closed off and a lot like tight-knit, I would say. Interesting.
Yeah. And like I said, there are so many sections and so many vendors that we're just gonna get a little taste today. We're not gonna be able to explore it all and see it all, but you can see right here all kinds of different magazines, all kinds of different books. It is absolutely crazy. They have absolutely everything you can imagine in any language. Very interesting. You really do need a map to explore this place, and if you go on Google and you type in Chatuchak Market map,
There's literally a map with
all the sections and where to find everything. It's very nicely divided. So for example, like section 7 will be all food and section 1 will be books and stuff like that. I don't know how to name all the sections right now, but it is very nicely divided and you can navigate based off that map. So just a tip, that is probably the easiest way to explore this market and find what you're looking for. We have made our way over here to the food section, and there is so much food and it's so busy. There is literally everything from chicken to fruits to all kinds of different seafood. You can see there's French fries, they're frying up squid over there, and everything on skewers over here. And there is just everything, absolutely anything you could ever crave and want. You got shawarma, kebabs, everything.
And everything is so inexpensive. Like everything is so cheap. So cheap.
We're not really going to be doing any eating in this video because we have a separate food video that we have planned for Thailand. That will be our next video. But we're just walking past and checking out all the different options, and they're really, really delicious.
This market is so cool. We are loving just walking around and exploring. There's so much to see. There's so much to buy. I bought myself a pair of shorts and a new pair of sunglasses, and I'm really happy about them. The prices are amazing, and I'm just really happy to be here, honestly. This is an awesome place to come check out if you have time. It's definitely worth it. Note that it's only open on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
This market is absolutely incredible. It has more than everything. I mean, there's no way you can explore it even in one whole day. There are so many shops, there's so much stuff. I don't know who's buying this stuff, but all I know is if there was an extinction level event and this place was the only thing to survive, you can easily rebuild humanity just with what's available here. It is insane. If you're a shopaholic, this is the place to come. We're actually loving it. We're gonna come back tomorrow to do some more shopping because it's gonna be Sunday, so it's still gonna be open. We're gonna buy some shirts and stuff like that. But right now, we're gonna head back to Chinatown because the sun is going down and we did wanna show you guys how that looks at nighttime. So let's go. And just like that, we are back where we started the video, back in Chinatown. But this time we are on a road that we did not show you at the beginning. It is called Yaowarat Road, and this is where all the lights are. This is the famous Chinatown that everybody knows in Bangkok, and we're really excited to be here. At nighttime, all the neon lights are on. It's super special, and we're really excited to show you guys and just to show you what is available because there's so many things, so many food stalls, and it gets so busy at night. It's completely different from the daytime. So this is why we chose to show you it at nighttime. It's currently 7 p.m. and as you can tell, it is already gridlock traffic, but this is definitely not as busy as it's gonna get. It gets way busier, but all of the people are already preparing their foods and you can see a lot of people having dinner already. But like I said, the tourists and the locals come out a little bit later on, but we just want to show you how it is now versus how it's gonna be a little bit later.
This street is definitely meant more for eating food and street food than shopping. There are a couple little side shops that you can buy little trinkets and souvenirs and t-shirts from, but it's definitely not for shopping, at least at night. And on weekends, it's way busier than the weekdays. We are obsessed with these pomelos, and I just bought this entire pack for 100 baht.
The main street isn't the only street that's really busy. The side streets also have stalls set up all over them. And you can see the chaos right here with the cars trying to get by, and there's traffic guards stopping all the people from getting hit and everything like that. But yeah, the main road actually has some of the lanes blocked off so people can pass on the sides, either side. And here is a side street over here. You can see that there are more shops set up, all kinds of shops on all side streets. A lot of different food. I mean, there's unlimited options. You can find anything, and it smells so good on the streets. It's insane. You can't expect to be moving too fast in these lines. As you can tell, this is the maximum speed. It is shoulder to shoulder traffic, and there's Zay right in front of me. And we don't get to move very fast. Chinatown is not only great because of all the stuff they're selling, all the foods and deliciousness, but also the prices are amazing. I would say that you can easily get full and get a great meal for about 100 to 150 baht, but I think 150 you can definitely get a massive meal in and be super full and choose a variety of things. I mean, I think Zay and I are going to be eating here a lot more during our time here. We already ate here one time. We're going to try eating something tonight, and I'm sure we'll be coming back here again maybe tomorrow or the day after as well. Another really interesting thing that you see is people selfieing with the lights in Chinatown all over. Everybody on the side here basically is lined up to take selfies, and it's just interesting to see that as well.
We are definitely guilty of that, just saying. Like Attila mentioned, we're not going to try any food because we're going to save that for the next video, but we are on the hunt for some dessert, so let's go find something delicious.
We're back over here with the bugs and the scorpion. As you can see, make sure definitely stay tuned for our food video, which is going to be our next video that's coming out, because we may or may not try a scorpion. And by we, I mean me this time, because they already tried a tarantula in our Cambodia video, believe it or not, and it's my turn to be under the microscope right now.
I found a dessert option that I want to try. It's called honey bear pancakes. They're little miniature pancakes that they top with some chocolate syrup. It looks really good, so I'm just gonna try them out. I got my honey bear pancakes. Look at how cute they are. It smells so delicious. You get a little bear right here with it on the side. When you go up to the stall, she gives you a piece of paper to fill out. You mark off pancake, and then you have a list of like 6 to 8 different sauces that you can choose from. I chose chocolate and caramel because those two were my favorite, and she doused them with it, and this only cost 50 baht. Let's give it a try. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this is probably the best pancake I've ever had. It is so crispy, delicious, sweet. I don't even know how to describe it. It's literally so good.
Zay is 1000% right when she describes the pancakes. They're so delicious, and the way they were made is very interesting. They're all buttered up, let me just say at the end, and that's probably what makes it so crispy and delicious. But it is so good. I think that I have found my dessert, and it's gonna be from this stall right here. As you can tell by the image, they sell ice cream. I know it might be a little bit boring and it's not like super exciting or nothing too special, but they do have some very interesting flavors of ice cream. As you can tell over there, I'm gonna get number 1, which is a coconut ice cream with chestnut and black sticky rice. Here it is, guys. I got my ice cream, and I also got my wooden spoon along with it. Very environmentally friendly, minus the plastic cup of course, but at least the spoon is wooden. And this costs 65 baht, and it looks incredible. It's coconut ice cream, like I said, with various toppings, and I'm really excited to try it out. I love coconut ice cream. I've tried it before, and it's really delicious. So I'm gonna try some of it out with the different toppings, of course. Absolutely delicious. Cannot go wrong with ice cream, and there's a lot of different options to choose from as well. So good.
that is it for today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed what we had to show you. Please leave a comment if you had a favorite part, leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.